Action. Hello, folks.
So if you know us by now, we ain't gotta say our names no more.
Yeah, today okay, you start with the rest.
Well, my buddy was reading on the web last night that for WrestleMania 27, right?
Right. They're gonna plan to have all the titles unified by then.
And it's kind of cool, but I don't like it because I mean there's gonna be less titles. But what will give the fans more is that hopefully, since they're unifying all the titles, it'll be no more Raw and SmackDown. It'll be just like it used to be, 10 years ago, where it was just basically everything was on one show. You had Undertaker on Raw and SmackDown. You had Triple H. You know
how it is. Then for the first time every year, or if you've seen anything, you gotta go back and forth. But I don't think y'all really care. But it's up to you. But anyways, but the U.S. title and the Intercontinental title should be separate.
Yeah, they should be separate. I mean, because you got Intercontinental, which is basically probably kind of like the international champion. Pat Patterson won it for the first time. That's been around for a long time. United States has well, but they should keep them separate and possibly, since they're making all these new titles like the Divas, but that should be for the up and coming Divas that are rookie Divas that have not yet get to the women's division yet. But I do not know if there's going to be still 2 world titles. Do you know or not, Brian?
Nope. That's what their plan is. But I think I like it. But except for unifying the Intercontinental in the U.S., which you know what I said about that earlier. But anyways.
And it just seems like it's going to be like it used to be with one title, like it used to be back in the early days, like when you had the great match between Stone Cold and Shawn Michaels. There was only one title. We didn't get 2 world titles until WCW came over.
Yeah, but I like the 2 world champions thing because we probably we've never seen other guys as world champion or that champion.
Because if you look at it, Raw had its own champion and SmackDown had its own champion. That's what was kind of cool about it. But now they're trying to unify everything. First it was the tag team titles, which I think they kind of copied up at TNA right there. TNA was the first to ever have the unified tag team championship when it was the Dudley Boys, right?
Yeah, but they was doing that shit. Well, they was just the champions in Japan, so I don't think they was unifying anything.
I mean, then what would kind of be cool is if the Divas don't get keep the Divas belt for the up-and-coming rookies, they need to start a tag team division where there could be more Divas, because we all know McMahon likes hot women and he likes big muscular guys, but he needs to get more Divas involved where they could probably start a tag team division, not just saying to copy off TNA, but it would bring more matches and variety of new things to come.
And they got a hell of the talent. They just can't look pretty because we've been seeing an awful lot of that. As 40 years, the women's division's been a joke, but I don't know. But I don't think it's ready for that for me to be real about it, because we only got very few decent divas.
I mean, if we want to look at a diva, we can just look at Candice Michelle, right? How old she was.
Yeah, her and Maria. I like them, but they butch like shit, like hell.
But the next thing is, if they do at WrestleMania 27 decide to go ahead and okay it, I don't know if it's written in stone yet. It's just been brought to our attention that, they're going to unify everything. But if they do, they do. I'll still be a fan. But if they don't, they don't. But more than likely, when 2011 comes at WrestleMania 27, don't be surprised when you see everything unified now. But it'll be all right. I mean, hopefully it'll end where we can actually see Raw and SmackDown again, where you see our favorite Raw and SmackDowns on both shows again.
Yeah.
But I don't know where that'll leave Superstars though.
No, well, Superstars is gonna be the same. Well, anybody's on that show anyways. And plus, anything else you got to say about wrestling before I jump to the next thing.
Oh, on October 1st, SmackDown does go to Sci-Fi.
Yeah, I think they know that. Then, plus, on the music industry, Drake Ghost Platinum. Good job. He's the only decent reference from this day that I like, really.
But to me, he's a Lil Wayne clone.
And I hope he doesn't sell out like all these other folks are doing. And plus, Young Buck, he plans to sue G Unit, and he's almost free from them.
I mean, if you're gonna be in the music business, first of all, be yourself. Don't clone yourself because you mentored somebody. I mean, we're going back to like the early 90s when Nirvana took Michael Jackson off the top, but never mind. Like in 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, it was all these bands trying to sound like Nirvana after he had passed away. But be yourself, get in the music business, be yourself, write your own stuff. It's good to be influenced, but don't take their style, make your own style. Don't just say a slur or a fancy word to get in the business, 'cause that's all you got. Nowadays, you can just make a beat or make a guitar riff, and you can make $1 million off an old song. Be yourself, I mean.
And then, no matter who you idolize, just do you. And then, plus...
Unless you're going to be in a cover band or a tribute band, I can see you, you know, like, if you just want to be in there, just like, just per se, you love the music, and you just want to, like, cover songs, that's cool. But, like, if you're going to be an upcoming star, just don't say certain slogans that like are now like kind of a fad to say. I mean, you got Illuminati now, which is basically, you know, Jay-Z, Eminem, Justin Timberlake, Beyonce, Rihanna, all of them are a part of it now. You know, it's basically selling your soul, basically, because you're fading out. Like Kurt Cobain said, it's better to burn out than to fade away. I know because I've been a fan since 1989. So I'm gonna give it to my boy Black Ice. I know he probably has something to spit about real quick.
Yeah, and I know. Well, football season's coming up. Go Carolina Panthers.
How about Brett Favre again?
Well,
he had to win it this year.
Well, I don't think people are in him.
Hey, Brett Favre. Hey, all the old school Green Bay Packer fans know you watch YouTube. Let's say if Favre wins it, he ought to retire.
Then plus, I'm gonna say this. The MTV VMA's coming up. I know it's gonna suck. Well, if it does surprise you like the BET Awards does, then yes.
But, you got any more thing to say, brother?
Yeah, I'm gonna think of some shit. You try to say something.
Well, today in music-wise, there really ain't no good bands out there no more. I mean, you got Seether, which is, you know, every album goes gold, but, you know, they stay true, you know, but tell you the truth, there's really no more good music out there. I mean, but go ahead, Black Eyes.
And speaking of fading away, MTV, that's been fading with for a long time. They're sellouts, and that's some proof why they suck. They cater to bullshit and nonsense like Jersey Shore.
Yeah.
And the Heels.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm like, well, we did, like, where's the decent shows they had back in the day, Beavis and Butthead?
Rocko's Modern Life, which
hey,
wasn't on that, but it was on Nickelodeon, but hey.
But on the shows MTV had like Beavis and Butthead, Red and Stimpy, Dara, Celebrity Deathmatch, hell, that's cool. Real music stars, and then some of you Jackass and Wild Boys.
Jackass, Viva La Bam was awesome.
And Wild Boys or whatever bands.
But that's all.
And to you upcoming kids, before you start telling us bets that you find some real taste in music, hey, do your homework first.
Yeah, do your homework, because, you know, at the end of the day, we're gonna kick your asses on music, because it ain't all about hanging low, you know, cussing. It's about making yourself be a real person. But, you know,
yeah,
that's all I got to say.
No matter how much shit you sell, how many concerts you sell out, or awards you win, it doesn't matter. Look at George Bush, he's popular, him and his dad, and they both still suck.
Hell yeah.
And I guess I could say the same thing about some more folks.
But just don't listen to a song and then go around and just say, hey, I'm the next shit. But, you know, that's all I'm going to say about this video. I think we're about done, ain't it?
Yeah, that's the bottom line. We said, so you ain't down with that? We got 2 words. Hey, not that. It's
we got you.
Love y'all.
And shout outs to the people from Aquanet, Hip Kitty, Renee, Brett, Samantha. His folks, his dad, his brother Byron. You speak for the barber?
Yeah, the barber, my mama, grandmama, cousins, all the rest of you folks. We gotta roll.
Here's the man, the barber.
We gotta roll.
Be safe.